Alright folks, it is 8:06 p.m. Central Standard Time on May the 3rd, 2022. Hope our creators are keeping you well and safe wherever you are in the world. Please make sure to hit that like button, share this across other platforms, and subscribe if you happen to be seeing this new, and make sure to hit that notification bell in case we have any critical future updates. We just had an M flare pop off today after having that X flare. We're here at spaceweatherlive.com. We're over here on the solar flare section, and we can see our M flare right here. Once again, climbed up from B, popped off to an M. Where did it come from? Well, it came from that same region. This seems to be a decently long event, if you will. I don't know if we're going to have any plasma out of it. Everything is still trying to catch up, so we're not going to have any super current data. So we'll actually come over here to Space Weather Prediction Center.noaa.gov, and we'll take a look over here at our absorption. This right here was our X-ray absorption, and we can see it hit mostly out in the ocean. Hawaii definitely got the impact of it. Your islands over here, Tonga, Japan got it, and that was the peak of it. So we can actually, it's not going to let me. Oh, are you serious? It's not going to move for me. Here we go. There we go, and we can see the pop come in, and it starts to come back down, and we're still kind of coming out of that event slowly. It's actually kind of a slow duration as it comes out. It peaked up all of a sudden, but it's slow to come out. And as you can see, obviously in the dead center, we went up past the chart, off the chart at 35 decibels of X-ray radiation absorption. But as we come up and we take a look, the closest thing we can have as far as like an updated solar flare watch on any kind of an angstrom is going to be over here on the GOES 16, and that's going to be right here. SDO, believe it or not, is not caught up whatsoever, and it's actually kind of annoying. So we're going to watch this right here. Oop, I think I just passed it. There it is. I did pass it right there. So as we can tell, this region again coming just as it's cresting the limb right there, we had our X flare. We can see the movement right here, so there's probably going to be some form of CME associated with it. May not be super big or coming in our direction, but there is something going off on that side. Now, as I was saying, I come over here to ISWA. Now check this out. Over here on SDO, it actually doesn't even gotten past 1325. Well, that's when we had our X flare for UTC time, was 1325. It's not going past it. We're technically, because today, right now it's 8:09. UTC time is 6 hours ahead of us. It's 2 in the morning UTC time, and these are not catching up. And that's kind of disturbing, because they should be. They should be caught up right where we're at, but they're not. And if you've been over here before, if you leave this page and you leave these open, it'll stay where it was at. But when you exit off and you click on it again, it'll come back up and it'll give you the correct time, the most updated time. And it's only going to 1325. So I don't know what's going on with SDO. It should not be down like that. However, coming over here to seeds actually is up to date. You know, in LASCO C2, and it's got me kind of perplexed a little bit. But as we can see here, I'm just going to zoom in here for you. We got a bohr cube right down there. Oop, you can see him right here. Just kind of hanging out. But what we're going to do is we're actually going to move forward to where our X flare was, and it was right around here. And it should be coming off here, but it doesn't look like there's much of a coronal mass ejection with it. But look at what's happening up on the top side of the sun. It's popping off. Now, granted, that's going away from us, but either way, it's like, what is going on here? And then look at that guy. Who is that? What is that? And this actually takes us all the way up to, well, almost midnight, 2200. So what's happening here? Why is LASCO, and LASCO is usually the worst on trying to keep things caught up, but they happen to be the most caught up? I don't know, folks. Here's something else that's cute. Over here at Sechi Beacon, come over here to today to check it, and we get nothing. No images available for today. Wait a minute. Do what? So come over here. Well, let's check out yesterday. I mean, it shows that it's loaded. Nothing. Do what? Well, let's come over here and check out the first. Oh, here we go. Now we actually get something here. Jeez Louise. Now this is actually coming towards the planet, and these are going above the planet because Earth is over here. So this is as far ahead as we get over here on seeds. The Sechi, the stereo head model. So I'm kind of wondering what is going on here. There's some funky stuff, folks. As we look over here onto GOES 16 composite, 94 angstroms of light, we can actually take a peek at it this way. Right here is where we're going to see our eruption, right there. So we did have one, and that is on that active region coming across. We can see the charged filaments of plasma, those nice little ribbons right after the eruption, and it does look very angry. And it is going to be coming around to face us here pretty soon. Now, let's not forget this. You guys want to see this thing develop really quickly? There's some really cool stuff with that. Let's check it on 304 really quick. And this right here is, I have a little back door, if you will, into this thing. And I really appreciate it. I'll show you guys. Oop, hold on there. Come on. There we go. This is what we're wanting. Right here. Now, take a look at this plasma filament just dancing around right there. Woo. Now let's get to our... Look at how this just arcs around in a loop. That is just wicked looking. But as that's doing that, keep an eye just above it. We'll see our flare. There's our flash. Ooh, nice flare. Very nice flare. Doesn't look like there was a whole lot of plasma ejected with it. Maybe just a little bit, but not a lot. But this is impressive though. But if this does come out, odds are it's going to shoot straight down, so it's not going to be coming at us. Now, my back door into here, I mean, you can actually come here to Space Weather Prediction Center and go to GOES Solar Ultraviolet Imager, and you can see these. But one of my back doors I use is actually SolarHam. And you just come here and click on it. It'll take you right to it. The same thing with this here. SolarHam is actually a pretty decent little tool where you can actually kind of get a peek at everything all on one page. So you can see where the flare is. You can see where our current solar indices is. You can come on down. You can see what the absorption is for. I mean, it's a pretty decent tool to kind of give a quick glance on one page and not having to open every single one of my tools that I have here. I come over here back to spaceweatherlive.com, and we're going to look at our HMIBC, and let's take a look at this bugger. Remember this one right here, how we're watching it starting to develop? Yeah, watch this thing. It gets really nice, and you can see some very negative, and they almost stabilize this little guy right here on the end of this cursor right here. Look at that, nice and dark already, and he's got friends to play with. So this is going to be very interesting. We do need to keep our eyes over on this at least for the next, I'd say 48 hours. Yeah, for sure. 48 to 60 hours, we're going to want to watch this thing because it's going to keep developing. And of course, this thing as it comes around the limb, we're going to want to watch that. In fact, let's take a look at that up close. And this is what's coming around the limb right here. Look at all this positive and negative activity going on here. Very unstable. Positives and negatives all intermixing and playing together. So yeah, especially this bad boy right here and this one right here. Yeah, there's lots of activity going on. So we'll see if this one actually gets quiet as it comes around the limb, or if it just continues to pop off. We've been pretty fortunate as it comes around the limb of the disc. It has a tendency to quiet down as it gets in front of us, and then just as it gets out of the way again, it starts to act up again. So it's almost got to make you wonder, why is it more active as it goes around the limbs and when it's facing us? I mean, what are the odds of that? I don't know. So eyes open, folks. No fear. Remember that love is the only way forward. Solar Wolf out.